girl, and those dreams have came to pass in this daytime. As much as I get older, the more I realize and think about those dreams because they never go away. They're very vivid, like a blueprint would be. Although a blueprint is down on paper, I have all my dreams in my mind. So that is my blueprint. I never forget what God shows me. And through that, I was able to do everything. Um, I was able to come out of poverty. I was able to get my kids out of poverty because when I first started, my kids were. I remember living in a cart with my kids, and so nobody can tell me about a hard time. I can tell you about a hard time and what it's like, but I didn't yield to. Oh, I give up on myself. I'm gonna go and do something stupid. Why? I have kids that look up to me. So, in all that I do, I keep them first. I keep God first. That's how all these blessings flow. And I'm telling you, who do you know that's retired at 23? I'm 38.
I know somebody.
He knows somebody. Who do you know?
This woman right here.
23.
But who do you know?
She been retired since I was a teenager.
And God is good. I was only 23 years old with 3 kids. And God said enough. God said that's what it goes back to. God saw my struggle from when I was a child growing up in the projects. I didn't have no outlook of life at all. Only what everybody else was doing. But that didn't make me who I am. That's what made me pay attention to who I don't want to be. And sometimes it's not about where you're going, it's knowing where you don't want to be. And when you know where you don't want to be, that makes you to who you are today.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna make it. You know how I knew you was gonna make it?
How you know?
Because when you was little, you had that cast on your arm. You was determined to still do what we was doing.
I was. Even when I was broke down.
Walking through the woods and shit.
I had a cast on my arm, but I was right there with y'all. We climbed through the jungle. They came in and lied to me. They said, Toya, come on. When I was a kid, they said, Toya, come on, we found paradise. I said, what?
Yeah,
I'm all cast up, broke down and everything, but when they said they found paradise, I was that naive. I was young. But I was like, paradise? Wait a minute. Now, this is what my grandma talked about. They talked about a paradise. Let me tell you. Didn't they talk about a paradise? That we will be able to live to, or when we go away from here. Paradise is where they at. I already seen it. I already know it.
Now.
I see all my loved ones. They having church service. They having picnics. They taking road trips. They is kicking it like a mug up there. And I seen all these things through my dreams of people who've been deceased so many years ago. They come to me. They tell me. They say, they tell me all kinds of things. My grandma, my cousins, my aunties, all of them that passed away come to me in my dreams. That's how I'm able to navigate my life.
Go.
That's the way I'm able to navigate my life. People are like, Toy, damn, you ain't
said that. Hold on.
Okay.
Say that part again. But you said about the dreams, and you went from the dreams to the navigating.
Yeah, but my dreams made me navigate.
Okay, that's why. Right.
My life to where I am today. You know, you look at me. What do you see? Oh, African American woman. No. I'm so much more than an African American woman. That's just part of me. That's not all of me. That's who I came from. We came from the struggle on both ends, whether it be from Native Americans or African American. Check the background on both. They didn't want us to live. My Native American people, they come from the Trail of Tears. They walked from Georgia to Oklahoma, driving about 80 miles per hour from Georgia to Oklahoma is about 18 hours. Imagine walking. What you know about the trail?
Like 5 months of just walking.
Maybe more than that.
Maybe more than that.
Maybe more than that. And you talk about in the wintertime. You talk about these people out here carrying their babies barefoot,
Months of walking.
A lot of them didn't make it. So you can't tell me about my struggle. My struggle goes deeper than what you see, and it ain't African American, that too. But it's from both ends. Both ends. They didn't want African Americans to succeed, and they came over here and took Native Americans land and everything else that it was theirs. A new land. Nigga, this was my people's land before the English settlements came over. What do we have to show for it? Yeah, we don't have big houses. We don't have expensive cars. Nigga, I am still living from paycheck to paycheck and retired. Because I have kids to take care of. Retirement ain't enough. Although it's enough to make it, but it ain't enough for what your kids have in store. To be able to get them into another plateau. To take them from poverty into something better. Well, that's what you're looking at. When you're looking at a female like me, I'm not ordinary, I'm extraordinary, and ain't nothing nobody can tell me different. I worked too hard, I went to the military, I fought for this country because I'm loving everybody. And if you ain't got love in your heart, you ain't got nothing. Don't try to hold up the cross when you out here doing bad and all that other stuff. Why are you trying to hold up the cross then?
Why not?
You gotta have faith for that cross to work. And a lot of people out here ain't even on that level. They so, who can I get on next? Who can I take advantage of? It ain't about taking advantage of nobody. It's everybody helping everybody that we all can stand up.
Right.
It shouldn't be just one person doing good and these people doing bad. What is that? That's not life. That's not what African Americans believe. That's not what Native Americans believe. It take a village to raise one. How many of these kids out here raising themselves because their parents is gone? Oh, whether it be a narcotic, whether it be whatever, their parents is gone. They didn't have nothing like I had. But I'm telling all them kids out there who didn't have nothing, nobody behind your back, nobody telling you nothing. You can stand in the name of Jesus. And that was what I will always proclaim. Because without him, none of this would be possible. I wouldn't even be standing here today giving you this message. But it's because I know what I know, that I can not only talk the talk, but I can walk the walk. Amen. That's all I gotta say. For tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say, it got that.
Mrs.T. Mrs.T. And God is going to do bigger and greater things in my life. You just tune right on in. Give me about 6 months and I can show you what God can do for you in your life. And I don't even know this stuff. But what I know what's in my heart and what he done promised me, I guarantee you it'll come to pass. Because I already dreamed it so many years ago. It's about them dreams. You follow them dreams. You make goals. You get into action to getting them goals. Whether it be short term, long term, you're going to need them all. But pick up your bags and follow Jesus. Because I guarantee you, you ain't going to be on the down. He going to keep you forever on high.
Yeah.
Amen.
There we go.
That's it.
Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on. I want to ask a question. All right.
What's the question?
Hey. Well, you know, man, boy, that was powerful, man.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? And people need to hear that.
I go to like New Mexico, and I climb mountains. I'm almost 40 years old, but let me tell you, I get out there and climb mountains. I don't care about the bears. I don't care about the snakes. I don't care about none of that. Why? God is with me. He's with me, and I can do anything I want to do. Right. And I just thank God for using me to be a vessel, to be a blessing upon his people. And I've blessed so many people, and I'm not here to brag. That's why I don't even post on Facebook too much. Because I think I put that on there. I don't even post on Facebook because I don't like to brag. But if it's bragging about Jesus and what he done, I'm going to let everybody know, let the world know. Right. What happened to our leaders? What happened to this? What happened? Anyways, I'm not gonna go there. You said
No,
you had a question.
I can't get it out. You got, So
You said
so
you
this
had
is
a
my question. Okay. Now, if you had the answer
Yes.
to what you believe is the problem, and what would it be?
The problem of the world today.
Right.
Simple. The problem of the world today is people are not taking a stand. You know, what happened to our Malcolm X's? What happened to our Martin Luther Kings? What happened to these people who saw something in life that if they knew they didn't be a part of, we wouldn't have the freedoms that we have today. And see, people tend to forget. People tend to forget where they come from and who gave their life for you. That's what makes me who I am, because I take from my native, I take from my African, and both of these together creates a fire in me. That they're looking up to me. That their lives was not in vain.
All right.
On that trail of tears. Drowning in the water with the African Americans while they came
all
over
these
here.
tsunamis and shit. This shit
Yeah,
is deep.
I don't know. Nobody gets away with nothing. You greedy bastards, the motherfuckers that's out there. Y'all know who I'm talking about, and I'm gonna give it to this level too. Nobody gets away with nothing. Although you might get away with it at that moment, guarantee you God sits high and He looks low. Nothing you do, whatever be blessed, no regardless what you do, if you ain't got love in your heart. And if you don't know Jesus like that to direct your life, you ain't got to go out here robbing somebody. The problem is people ain't waiting on Jesus. They want to take everything in their own hands.
Right.
Oh, I can do this faster just because it's faster. Everything happens in its season. What the Bible said. Everything has its season. People ain't waiting for their season. They want to rush it up. You can't rush winter, nigga. When we up in summertime, how's winter gonna come? Depending on what area of the continent it is. But where you at currently, and if that ain't what it is, then you can't do nothing about that. You can't do nothing about that. You're supposed to wait on your season. Not try to speed up the season. If you're gonna do that, how about you just travel to a different season for a while? While it's hot in Antarctica, go to Iceland.
Right.
You want to speed up your season, let it be like that. Don't let it be out here hurting one another, killing one another. The problem is so deep that you people don't want to stand up. Like I said earlier, what happened to the Martin Luther King? What happened to the people that stood up for us? We ain't even standing up for ourselves. We ain't standing up for ourselves. So if we don't stand up for ourselves, that means their lives was in vain. And I'm sorry, I'm not here today. God ain't gave me breath in my body today for me to let my ancestors down on the Native American. And even right now, I'm not letting my kids down. I'm out here trying to do all I can that they can have the opportunities that the other people already have. And I'm talking about white privilege. And if you don't know about white privilege, maybe you look that up. That means just because you a different skin tone, you can get to do whatever the fuck, whenever you fuck, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you. People done call me names, call me all kind of names, but what is them people doing now? Where am I? I sit up on high. Why? Because I'm with the Lord. Where else do we dwell? Where else do we dwell? The problem is people need to stop making excuses and stand up to be men and women. You need to take these motherfucking drugs out of the community. Why do you think they put them in your community? To destroy you? Because they didn't want us standing up for who we are. Well, I'm going to stand up for who I am. If I stand alone,
okay,
I'm going to stand for who I am.
So when you say stand up for who you are, what it is that you do that you believe what considers you successful or prosperous? Is it your assets, what you gain in life, your money, or just having
a relationship with God? Having a relationship with God goes further than anything your mind could ever go to. That is like a whole nother level. So having a relationship with God will give you everything if you're willing to take the low side. If you're willing to stay in your season and let the Lord work your problems out, just like He said He would. You know, people didn't have all them problems back in the day, although they did. But we was African Americans were some of the poorest people, but they were some of the happiest people at the same time. Why would they be happy and they got oppressed? And why would they be happy? They was happy because they had love. What I was talking about earlier. You gotta all these things. God is love. If you ain't got that, you ain't got nothing.
That's right. That's right.
You ain't got nothing. And if you got that, anything is possible. So
That's right.
that's all I know. That's all I can speak about. I wouldn't even.
But no, with love, it says that faith works by love. So, well, first of all, I agree with the love. If you ain't got love is everything.
Yeah, unconditional love. Everybody got their own definition of love.
Well, love basically is what sustains us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what makes you human.
Right.
But a lot of us lost out on what makes us human. You know, I'll give that to drugs. You know, I go to school. I'm educated. I'm
you
not
give that to what?
Here. I'm sorry?
You give that to what?
Educated.
Never mind.
Okay.
I thought you said you get that to drugs.
No, I'm just saying that drugs is a reason for.
Okay, that's why I wanted to get
the blockage.
The blockage.
The blockage. When you are a person that's addicted to something, that addiction rules you. You're not who you are no more. And everybody else know. You the only one that don't know it. Everybody else know it. Everybody else knows when you come around and shit come up missing. Well, everybody know who you are. I'm just saying people got ways of expressing themselves and exposing themselves.
Right.
See, God told me many years back to sit back and look. I said, Lord, well, surely there was something I could do. I could be doing. He said, sit back and watch. Yeah, I'm obedient to what everybody do what y'all do.
Well, you know, okay. So everything you said, now, say if it's a person that
didn't believe,
that not necessarily didn't believe, but he had his faith in the Lord as well, very close to the Lord, you know, and what he was set out to do was to help, right?
Okay.
But when he was told the way he's supposed to help, he didn't agree. It wasn't in his heart. And being that he walks with the Lord, he knew what he was supposed to be doing. Some he did, some he didn't. You know, but yet he's always with him. And this man is very close to him, and he knows because he talks with him daily.
Amen.
And but he wakes up to this world to when they want to try to tell him how he's supposed to go about doing things. Now this man is close to the Father. Now, so when the world is saying, do this, do this, do this, and he say, no, I only do what my Father tell me to do.
Amen.
When the world say you need to do this, you need to do this, no, I do. I know what my Father told me to do. Did he tell me to go get high? No. But I know when he says stay low, stay low.
Yes, real low.
And God done a lot of amazing things in a lot of low places.
Amen.
With you know, with people, you know what I mean, that's set out to do that. And if you limit my Father, then you might miss him. He always confounds the wise with the foolishness of the world.
Yes.
See, it says the most foolishness of God God has done the most foolishest he can ever done. It's still wiser than the most wisest man on earth.
You're right.
And see, God always do things. If you know the scriptures, you know that the Father always does things to when you don't expect it.
Yes.
And the whole time you shone on the wrong person, not knowing who he was. They did John the Baptist like that, Jesus like that.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a whole Bible full
So,
of
and
different people
it's the same thing
right now.
right now. And because, see, that's why I did this. Because sometimes people don't really hear,
That's
you
what
know,
it is.
and they think they think that they hear, but he don't. You know,
And it's amazing.
you can look, you can see Jesus in your life.
Amen. I can see
You know,
nothing but
it's Jesus in your life.
Amen.
So as an individual, when Jesus comes down, and Jesus came to his people,
Amen.
what they thought that he was supposed to do something the way they thought it was supposed to be done.
No, it's all in his work.
Yeah, and see,
It's all in his work. And I done had people to tell me what I wasn't going to do.
but you know what? Jesus was never recognized but by spirit.
Amen.
Only by spirit. You can only recognize him. That's why when Peter identified him, he said, hey, my Father has told you that. So, what you was explaining about, you know, the people and you know, how we've been feeling robbed and things like that.
Yeah.
What we got to understand as believers is that we trying to reach one common goal. And it is impossible to please God but by faith.
Yes.
Impossible.
God knows our heart.
That's right. And
see, we're still human. So, of course, if we're still human, God knows that we're going to have faults. Nobody, who you know human and perfect? Nobody's perfect.
That's right.
Everybody needs somebody, and that's what people tend to forget.
That's where I wanted to get to right there. Everybody needs somebody. So, as we
Nobody
know,
made it in this world by themselves.
That's
when
right.
You came up out the womb. Somebody had to get all that up out of you. You needed somebody else's help. I don't care what kind of fortunes you was born and blessed into. But if that is even a blessing, it might be a curse. Because if all the money in the world, all I can believe of, if all of that is in vain, and if I have the opportunity to have as much money as 3% of the population, really 1% of the whole U.S. population, all that money, one person with all that money can end poverty tomorrow. But will they do it? No. They want people to suffer. They got these systems going over here that's basically meant for us not to win.
Well, do you think there's the system of the Bible, possibly?
The system of the Bible, no.
I mean, it's just a question. I ain't saying it is.
The system of the Bible keeps people like me afloat. The system of the Bible is what I go off of. That system of the Bible overpowers the system of the land. Yeah, that's a spiritual thing. This is natural reality thing. We talk about beyond reality.
Right.
Beyond reality, yeah, you people may get away with all this stuff, but it's not right. Greed came into the picture. Greed was in the picture. And if I can get this, I don't have the heart of that. If I had all that money in the world, I would end poverty tomorrow. Why? Because we all would be free, we'll all be in harmony. And that's what they don't want. They want to keep us in discord. They got all our African American men making up 75% of the United States popularity in the prison. Where's the fathers to raise all these kids? Where's the fathers? It takes, like I said earlier, it takes a village to raise one kid. It takes about 100 people. And over time, that's what happens. Okay? Back in the day, you look back in the 1500s, the whole village raised a kid. This farmer came and helped this farmer build a house when they had a baby. It was a connection. But over the years, and as the Industrial Revolution came in and machines took over everything, and you was just on a production line putting something in and out, day in, day out. Well, they took away something away from you. They took away how much you're worth. Then people only got all that money is because they didn't do the 9 to 5 or 8 to 12 or 10 to 2 or whatever your shift is. They didn't do that. Their parents owned the company. They looking down on you. You oppressing people. I don't understand. It's too much money. Why is money even obsolete? Why do we even need money?
What, exactly.
The system. But the system is the one that's running.
And this is another thing that, you know, from, let's just say, the life perspective. Because, you know, that's all that I hear. Money, man. We got to get this money. It's money. And then I hear my father saying,
all money ain't good money.
No. He's saying, focus on what I told you to do. He's been telling me to do this for about 2 weeks hard. Like, you're supposed to been do it. Quit trying to perfect it. Do it. Just do it.
Well, amen.
So, you know,
and I'm glad to be up on here to tell you the truth, because I'm very wise. I believe I have a lot to offer the world, but in giving it to the world, I can expect not to be here too long. Because what did they do with all the leaders? What happened to Malcolm X? What happened to Martin Luther King? All them people made a sacrifice that we're able to hear, to even have a phone, to even be recording me right now. To know how to read and write and get educated, you would have got hung over it. They didn't want it to keep us oppressed. And as long as y'all keep on yielding and willing to their ways, expect it. It's going to get worse. Times are going to get worse. But for those ones who wake up to say, you know what, enough is enough, one person can change it. I'm trying to let that not necessarily be me, but God is with me.
Right.
So we need others like us that, okay, we ain't got nothing. Okay, yeah, I fought for the country. I don't own a home. I don't own an automobile. All I can take care of is my kids. My kids is my driving force. Because I know if I don't do it, who's going to do it? If my life get taken from me, who's going to take care of them? It ain't my mother. It ain't my father. It ain't my sister. It ain't my brother. It's God.
I don't want to go live, man.
And so if he ain't made a way, if God didn't create the path, how could I take it? And I just took it.
Look, see, look.
I just took it. I take advantage of something.
Right.
It's either you do or you don't. But I'm not trying to live my life with no shoulda, woulda, coulda. When I'm in my deathbed, dang, I shoulda went to school. Dang, I coulda did it. You can't live your life with shoulda, woulda, coulda. You live your life. You better change that up quick. Just as strong as just as fast as I say it is how you need to change all that.
Well, you
don't live your life with no shoulda, woulda, coulda. You gonna say, I did, and Lord called me to do that. I did that. Lord called me to do that. I did that. Lord told me to bless this one. Did that. Lord told me to feed this one. Did that. Lord said to play this one's rent. I did that. What else? It's an army. Yes, I was in the military. Yes, I was in the army. But I was in the army of the Lord first. And when I went to the army and all that my experience was in that, God told me, not you no more. He said, you don't have to put your life on the line for people who don't even care about your life. I'm young. You know, I was an early mom. I had kids at 19. I had 2 at 19. Back in the 90s, it was hard. I didn't have nothing. I grew up in the projects. Now I got 2 kids that I'm brought in this world, and I found myself living in poverty. But through my dreams that God had already gave me like a decade before when I was 3 years old. He already gave me.
So you living them out. You say you living out your dreams.
I've been living out my dreams since he retired me at 23. What we was talking about earlier too. Right. It all comes into the story. It's all woven in.
Oh yeah.
But it's there.
I already know.
So if it wasn't for, and I've been listening to God for a long time. How about that? Right. I'm almost 40. So That's a good 20 years ago. But I can tell you where I was 15 years ago. I was in a bad spot of my life. Man told me that I wasn't getting anything. Man said, yeah, you might have worked for the government, but we taking it all back. Because I became a mother. I didn't go to war. I didn't go to Iraq war. I was pregnant and couldn't go to war. I found out I went to where my unit went, but I had to stay. And my daughter is in there right now. She tell me, Mom, you know I saved your life. Probably so. Because the same people I was supposed to have went to war with, their convoy blowed up. Their Humvee blowed up. Wasn't supposed to be living here with y'all today. But let me tell you, God gave me a sign. And although I was like, Lord, this is what I've trained for. This is what I went to boot camp for. This is what I did this for. This is what I did for. I came to the military to make a better way for them kids. It wasn't about me living in the hood. My life could have been taken from me checking my mailbox. Let me at least try to get something for them in the event I do go. Because my life ain't promised to me. But yet again, I'm 40 years old, and this is what I was feeling when I was 19, and I'm still here. And that I'm still here, I listened to the Lord then. In my troubling times, crossroads in your life, I listened to Him. And that I listened to Him is why I am where I am. I tell you, this is, you looking at somebody who didn't even think that they would ever go to college. I'm a girl from the projects. We just talk about college. But let me tell you, God made a way that I was able to go to college. Not only was I able to go to college, they paid for college. And not only did they pay for college, they paid me for going to college on top of it. How can I not go? That's an opportunity open, and I took it. I wasn't going to be like, oh, no, I ain't going to do it. No. You know your blessings. You better act on them. And the sooner you do that, the further you'll get. I don't know why people sitting around thinking we got time. What you got time for? Your life could be over tomorrow. What did you do in the today that tomorrow is going to be okay for your kids if you have them? What you going to do today that's going to be all right tomorrow? And that's how I've been thinking in my head since the day I became a mother, which was 19 years ago. But let me tell you, not only am I going